welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for this video because I haven't made a TBR video in quite a long time. I think the last time I did it was in September and I didn't stick to it very well, and I'm not really sure how this month is going to go in terms of reading because November is quite a busy month. I mean, all the months I'm in school are busy months because I'm just trying to balance everything I do, like YouTube and reading and just like my life stuff with school. So having that like kind of work-life balance, I guess you could call it, is really a challenge. Like, I'm used to it but still not used to it at the same time. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but November is kind of a busy month because it is the end of the semester. So at the end of November I have my Thanksgiving break and then I go back for 2 days, like at the beginning of December. So it's a really weird time of year, but I'll be ending school this month, so I'll have a lot of work to do. So I'm trying not to be too ambitious with my TBR, but at the same time I'm in the biggest reading mood ever, like complete opposite of a slump, which I'm so thankful for because I hate being in reading slumps. Like, it is just so discouraging and it just takes away from everything I do because I don't feel motivated at all. So the fact that I'm in a big reading mood is a good sign because hopefully I can just power through everything. But I'm really excited for this month's TBR because instead of using my TBR jar or doing a readathon or something, I have a new thing which I'm going to be trying, which is these reader roulette cards. I got these at a local bookstore and my boyfriend got them for me, so thank you if you're watching this. But basically it is a card deck to help choose what to read next. So there's different prompts on it, so it is kind of similar to a TBR jar but in like card forms, and there's a bunch in here. So I'm kind of nervous because I have a lot of options to choose from, but it's just also like super cute. Like, can we please note the art is gorgeous and it's just adorable. So I was really drawn to it and I'm really intrigued to try it. The only stipulation I have for this month's TBR though is that I have to only pick 5 books because I'm gonna set a relatively not ambitious TBR, although I say that and I'm probably not gonna get to any of them. I don't want to like say that and like start it off with that mindset, but I'm also trying to be really realistic because I am in the middle of 2 books and it's the end of October. It's October 30th right now, so I'm kind of struggling to like get done with what I need to get done with. So I think I'm gonna do 5 books and then have the other 2 I'm in the middle of is just like not part of it. Like, I'll still update on it, but they won't be officially on the like TBR that I choose with these. Since I'm already so far into them, it feels pointless to like roll them over for this. I don't know, but I'll still talk about them. But the other stipulation I have is that I have to only pick off my physical TBR, so only books that I own, which is also going to be difficult because it's mainly just full-length novels. Like, I don't have many graphic novels on my TBR, like, at all. So I don't really know how that's going to work. But I think I'm kind of just going to try and go easy on myself and just give myself some grace because, you know, I am really busy all the time, so I don't want to overwhelm myself if I don't have to. I would like to read more from the library if my holds do come in, but this month I had so many holds come in at once and it was so stressful and I didn't read any of them, so that was kind of disappointing. So I had to like put in my holds again for that. So we'll just have to see. I'm just really trying to cut down on my physical TBR because I've been doing really bad with buying books and not reading as much to like compensate the amount of books I buy versus the books I own and haven't read. So I'm trying to do good at that, especially before the holidays where inevitably I will ask for books for Christmas. So yeah, I'm really excited, but I'm gonna try not to limit myself or like indulge myself too much. So oh shoot. Now of course the only thing is that there are so many prompts on these cards and like different types of prompts that it might be difficult to choose off just my physical TBR. So if I could do every single book off my physical TBR, that would be great. If I can't, I'd like to say maybe 3 out of the 5 will be out of my physical TBR, and if I have a card that says otherwise, I'll just, you know, do the 3 out of 5 and fill the other 2 prompts if I can, because some are based on like genre, like pick a fantasy book, pick a memoir or something like that, but others are like read an ebook or like, you know, something really specific and niche that I might not own. So we'll just have to see, but I'm really excited. So let's appreciate the art once again. So cute. So let me try and give it a good shuffle. They're kind of stiff, so I don't know how well this is gonna go, or if I'll be able to show you. Oh, they're so stiff. I'm sorry, I can't show you, but they're so stiff I can't even like move them together very well at all. Oh, I'm also just not that good at shuffling, so we need some practice. Okay, let's move them around a bit. Try not to look. I'm kind of nervous, but this is also so fun because I love shopping on my shelves. Like it really makes up for like not spending money on books, because that is really bad. Like it's such a bad habit, but it's also so fun because I'm spending my money on books and not like drugs or anything. Like there's really no problem with it. Just the fact that like they're expensive. Okay, I think I've got it decently shuffled, but I'll shuffle again throughout the video. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Like I don't want to pick right off the top, so I think I'll go like somewhere in the middle, I think. There's so many of them. Okay, got one. I'm kind of nervous. Like what if the first one is not a physical TBR book I own? That's gonna be stressful. Okay, here we go. Read the last book you saw on TikTok. Okay, I don't have TikTok, but I have Instagram, so I think I can do that. But I also don't remember what the last book I saw was, but I do remember seeing a book today that I do own on an Instagram reel, and it was this girl talking about like if series are worth continuing, and like if you read the first book, if you should continue the series or not. So I know exactly which one this is gonna be. I love doing videos in my pajamas. It's so fun, and I feel like we're at a sleepover. And that book is Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and I remember in the reel she was talking about how the series, if you should continue or not, and I can't remember if she said you should continue Caraval or not, but I haven't even read the first book. So I feel like I should give it a try, especially since it does fulfill the prompt. This is the last book I saw on Instagram instead of TikTok. And I've been really in the mood for this for quite a long time, just because it is a like whimsical, magical fantasy setting. And I hear everyone talk about the like companion series, the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, and everyone loved that series, and I want to read it so bad, but I also want to read this first because I think I'll enjoy this as well. So I'm really excited because of the like carnival setting, and also the map in here. The map is so cool looking, and so is like the art on these pages. It's just so cool. It reminds me of like a Victorian wallpaper or something. So I think this will be really fun, and it's YA, so I feel like it'll be fast-paced, or at least I hope it will. So maybe I can read it quicker. So yeah, I'm really excited that this is again on my TBR. Okay, so we've got 1 out of the 5 done. Let's move them around and then pick a second one. I'm still really scared because I feel like Caraval's a decent sized book. Like I feel like it's around 400 pages. But I feel like if I get anything bigger, I'm gonna be stressed. I'm really trying to not choose the biggest books on my TBR, especially because I'm in the middle of Crescent City 1 right now. That book is huge, so I'm trying to go easy on myself. Let's go for a second one. There's so many, I'm like, it's impossible to get through them. Okay, let's go for the front, I think. This one. Is this 1 card or 2 cards? I can't tell. Okay, oh, I'm so excited I got this one because it's so general and I can choose whatever I want, but it is choose a romance to read. Thank you. The question is, which one? Okay, I'm torn between 2 for a romance, and one is YA and one is, I guess, adult, new adult. I don't really know, but I've been thinking about these a lot for the past couple months, and I think I'm equally excited for both of them, so I'm not really sure. But the first one is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter and Magnolia Parks by Dessa Hastings. Both super popular, and I've heard really great things about both of them. The only thing is, I know this is more of like a toxic romance kind of, so I'm not really too keen to read that, but like everyone is obsessed with it, so I'm just like more curious than anything just to see how I'll feel about it. but this is a cute YA rom-com, and like it involves rom-com movies, and I've got it recently and it sounds perfect for me. And again, I think it'll also be fast-paced, but I don't really know because I've been thinking about this a lot too. Which one's more pages? Okay, I know that's so bad and that's not the point of this video, but that is the deal breaker for me. Oh, there's a playlist. There's a soundtrack to this book. Okay, 350 and about 430. Okay, I know it's not that much of a difference, but it kind of is, and so I'm gonna go with Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I know that's so bad to like discriminate against book length, but I'm really trying to keep it simple for myself. And I feel like this will already be pretty quick because it is so lighthearted and fast and easy, and I feel like I'm gonna be absolutely in love with it. And I've just been really craving this, and my friend has said it is so good and that I will like it. So Haley, this is for you. I'm gonna read it and I know I'm gonna love it. So yeah, for Choose a Romance to Read, I'm gonna be reading Better Than the Movies. One was actually kind of hard because there are so many other romances that I own that I'm just really in the mood for right now. So maybe I could just do like a whole reading romance for a week video. Who knows? We'll have to see. Okay, that is 2 out of 5 done, and both are off my physical TBR, which is great. That's what I'm going for. So let's move them around again. Let's do, actually, since we're halfway through, I'll do like a proper shuffle. Which one should I do? I feel like I've done from the front last time. So we'll go from the back again. Let me get you. Oh my gosh, they're stuck in there. Okay, I'm nervous. Choose a book with an animal on the cover. Okay, that's interesting. That switches it up a bit. Animal on the cover. Honestly, I don't know how many books I have with animals, so this will be interesting. Was hard because I have a lot of books with animals on the cover that I'm interested in right now. Sorry for the squeaking upstairs. I was thinking about it and I almost chose one that I just bought recently, and I was like, you know, I'm really excited for this. I really want to read it. That's why I like picked it up. That's why I impulse bought it. That's what I did with it. But I have had books on my TBR for way longer that I haven't read that I've still been excited about, so I'm gonna choose one of those. And so it came down to it, and I went with Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco, which has a giant snake on the cover. And I've been wanting to read this for so long, especially because she has the like companion series to this out now that follows like the different princes of hell. Like this follows one Prince of Hell, Wrath, and I think the other books she's currently releasing follow different ones. And I've always been really intrigued by this book, and also this is just like so cool looking. Like that is gorgeous. So I've owned this for like years at this point and I haven't read it still, but I've been meaning to for so long. And I love her other series, the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. I love that series so much, so I feel like it's finally time that I like force myself to do this. So it fulfills the prompt and we're gonna go with it. And I'm definitely gonna prioritize this because I have done so bad about not reading books that I've owned for a long time. Like I feel like I just buy a book and then I pick that one up immediately and I just kind of forget that I've owned other ones for such a long time, and that's why my TBR stacks up so much. We have 3 out of 5 and I'm feeling good. We're doing really good so far, and I think we have a good variety. So I would like to get maybe a nonfiction in, just because I have some nonfiction I've been wanting to read, or just like classics, you know, like a short classic would be really nice, or even like some other genre that's not YA, because I feel like my books right now are very YA. So maybe if I could do a middle grade or a fully adult book, that might be way too ambitious. We'll just have to see. So for pick number 4, I'm gonna try and like, I wish I could show you, but I can't hold it up, but I'm gonna do a spread on my desk and we'll just have to dig in. Okay, where am I feeling? I feel like this is a tarot card reading, but it's not, it's for books. Okay. You. It's like it just knows what I'm looking for. Choose a mystery to read. It's really just giving me the variety that I literally just asked for. That's crazy. Okay, mystery. We have some options. Okay, I don't think it was even a question what this is gonna be because I'm so excited for this one book. But the first one that caught my eye was Shady Hollow by Juno Black, which it literally says a murder mystery on the cover, which is so cute. I really want to read this because it's like all the main characters are animals, I think, and it takes place in this cute little small town. Super like fall vibes, and I do really want to read this, but I think I'm gonna go with Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson because I've been itching to read the next one in the series because I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder so fast, and oh my gosh, like even just thinking about this, I'm like, I cannot wait to get into this. Like I'm so interested to see how it continues. I'm so sorry to Shady Hollow. I will read you soon, but I just like, I literally cannot resist this right now. So, oh my gosh, thank you, Reader Roulette. So, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, you decide, we're on the last book of this video. Actually, that's not true. I still have 2 more books to talk about, and those are the ones that I'm currently in the middle of. So, let's choose our last prompt, and then I will go through those. I feel like we've been doing really good. We've been on a really strong streak with the choices, and I feel like this one is going to throw us off, but I also have a great feeling because it's been great so far. So let's just see how it is. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I've got like basically all young adult. I think it'd be nice to maybe get 1 adult book, but I would not mind a fully YA TBR because I know that's like guaranteed to be just like, not like easy, but easier and just fun. Just what I'm looking for, just fun, fast books to like satiate my like urge to just read 7 million books at once, which I know I shouldn't do, but it's tempting. This one's popping out at me, so we're gonna go with this one. Oh, cute. Okay, choose a book about friendship. Okay, that's kind of gonna be difficult because I'm not familiar with like what all the books are about, but I feel like I could do a decent job. Okay, choose a book about friendship. Okay, my camera stopped recording. I don't know why. I think it overheated, but I don't think we lost that much. But I decided to go with The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis for this one, for a book about friendship, because I love the Narnia movies so much and I've wanted to read the books for so long. And I did start this a while ago, like way early this year in January, February. And I got halfway through and I stopped just because I kind of lost interest, like not in Narnia specifically, but just in this book because it's not really conclusive with the actual like storyline of Narnia. It's kind of just the introduction to the world and everything, like how it's first discovered. And it was really interesting just to see how that happened with the characters. What's his name? One's named Polly, other Diggory. Polly and Diggory. I remember them. And they were kind of unlikely allies and just, they're children, so of course they're gonna have themes about friendship and just like bravery and things, and it was just cute. So I'd really like to read this again and actually finish it this time so I can continue with the Narnia series because I love it so much. Like it is just such a comfort story to me. So I'm gonna go with Magician's Nephew, and it does not hurt that it is so short. It is like not even 200 pages and it's super tiny, so I can carry it with me like everywhere, which is really nice. So I'm actually really excited for this because I feel like it'll be fun, lighthearted, and just like a comfort read kind of because I'm familiar with it, at least a little bit. So, okay, and then the other 2 books that I'm in the middle of but I won't like officially put on the TBR even though I'll still be reading them in November is House of Earth and Blood, Crescent City 1 by Sarah J Maas. I'm about 200 pages into this, so like that far. Not too far, but like I am pretty into it already, but I kind of just put this down because I got busy and I did want to read one spooky book. I did put it down for a bit, but I'm ready to pick it back up because I don't want to lose the momentum I gained, especially with all the dense world building and stuff like that. I really don't want to forget any of it, and I'm excited to just like finish it because it is such a big thick brick and I'm gonna feel so satisfied and like accomplished when I finish it. So I feel like this will be more of like a casual thing, especially because I hate carrying it around. Like it's so heavy and just big So I don't know, I think this will be more of a casual thing, but I definitely plan to continue reading this. Of course, I'm still reading Dune by Frank Herbert. I'm still on part 2, but I've really been itching to pick this up recently because I love listening to the soundtrack while reading, and I'd just love to finish it before the end of the year. That's honestly just my goal, is to just finish it this year because I started it and I just don't want to, I need to stop starting books and then putting them down halfway through. That's not a good habit to have. Okay, my camera keeps overheating, so hopefully it has chilled out a bit, but let me run you through the books that are on my November TBR and the prompts that have chosen them. So the first one was Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and the prompt was read the last book you saw on TikTok. I do not have TikTok, so I went with the last book I remember seeing on Instagram today, but it was probably not the most recent one, but I did remember seeing it in a reel today. The next one is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, and the prompt was choose a romance to read, and I chose a YA romance because it was a lot quicker and easier and just seems more lighthearted and fun, which is what I'm looking for right now. Third was Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco, and the prompt was choose a book with an animal on the cover, and it has a snake on it. A big golden snake with purple eyes and purple teeth. That's really interesting. The book I chose was Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson, and the prompt was choose a mystery to read, and this was, honestly, it was a toss-up, but like I'm not surprised that I chose this because oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with the first one and I'm just like dying. I'm dying to read it. Not literally, but like you get it. And the last book that I put on my November TBR is The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis, which is technically the first book in the Chronicles of Narnia series, but like no one really knows about it or counts it because it doesn't have the Pevensey siblings. It follows two separate characters named Polly and Diggory. It doesn't have Susan, Edmund, Lucy, and Peter as the main characters. I was like, what are their names again? But the prompt that I chose this was choose a book about friendship. And the two books that are unofficially, officially on my TBR, like I didn't choose prompts for them, but I'm in the middle of them currently, are Crescent City 1 by Sarah J Maas and Dune by Frank Herbert. About halfway through each of these, so I'm excited to continue these dense, thick books, but good books. Okay, here's the stack. It's giant and honestly really heavy, and that is definitely Crescent City's fault. I think I've done really good for this month, and I'm excited to read all of these. Hopefully I can read all of them, or at least most of them. I'll be happy if I read at least one, but I'm glad I stuck to more like shorter, well, not all of them are short, but the ones I chose for the prompts, shorter, young adult, more like promising, popular books, because I feel like that's what will get me through the reading month and just a busy school month in general, and I'm just really excited for all of them. Okay, so that is all I have for this video. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and hopefully I can do like a decent reading vlog in November. I honestly am not sure, especially because October has been so chaotic for me, but I think if I can do at least one, that'll be really cool, and hopefully I can make it good for you. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in my next video.